What up, y'all? This your boy Ace here, and welcome to Track and Ace. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back to the channel, man. I know it's been a rough go around. I was able to beat my strikes that I had on the channel, but it was a rough go around, man. Rough go around. Salute to Jacob the analyst as well. I'm gonna get at you, Jacob the analyst, man. I know I haven't talked to you in a while. I just been resting up for these worlds, man. Just been, trying to figure out how I'm gonna do this stuff. So it is what it is. But shout out to Jacob the analyst. Make sure y'all sub up to his channel, man. Let's talk about Ewa Swoboda, bro. What a day she had. I'm also going to talk about Zoe Hobbs in this video, so I'm going to combine that to this. She didn't get to the final, but Ewa Swoboda did. And Ewa Swoboda, let's talk about her, man. She has finally found her spot in the sport. She really has. She's been coming on. She accomplished, I think, 2 or 3 new personal bests this year. I know she had one. I didn't get a chance to cover it on the channel because that's when I was first suffering from my strikes about a month ago when she had a run in the Diamond League in Poland. She got a new personal best then. And I really wanted to talk about her, bro. And she got a new one today, 10.97 for the first time. She got under 11 flat. And I've been watching this girl for so long, man. Oh, my God. She finally did it, bro. It feels... Watching her and Sha'Carri Richardson get it done today. Sha'Carri Richardson. Get it done today. It's like I've been watching these girls for so long, and to finally see them achieve this, so amazing. I know Ewa Swoboda to get on the podium, but just to get that 10.97 on the biggest stage, she held off 3 different runners: Brittany Brown, Dina Smith, and Tamari Davis. All 3 of those girls were probably picked ahead of her before the race. Because I'll be honest, she barely made it in. And they said we were going to have 9 runners. I really had her finishing in last. The fact that she finishes in 6th in this field, it's unbelievable what we saw from Ewa Swoboda today. And Ewa Swoboda had a nice run from the start. Her reaction time, I thought, was pretty good. She had a 0.151, one of the lowest times in the reaction time today. And she just carried through. She was never trailing anybody from what I saw in there. And she held off Brittany Brown, the world-class Dina Smith, and Tamari Davis, who's definitely a promising runner in the 100 to 200. And the only person that really held her off was Julien Alfred, the collegiate star, one of the maybe the greatest female collegiate star ever. And she was able to hold her off by 4/10 of a second at 10.93. And so you see, I got it on the screen. The results, Ewa Swoboda, like I said, she's beginning to form. She reminds me this season of Natalia Kaczmarek, her Polish teammate, in the 400. Those 2 girls, and I'm going to do a video on her as well, so make sure y'all check out my video. I'm going to talk about her semifinal, and then I'm going to talk about her final tomorrow. Or whenever that final, I forgot when the final, I think it's either tomorrow or Wednesday when that final takes place. But Ewa Swoboda, she seems to be getting more comfortable in the sport. She hung out with world-class 100-meter athletes, and I was so proud because y'all know me on the channel. I always talk about white girls on the channel, and I've been talking about how they've been evolving more and more in the sport and diversifying the sport lately. And I was so proud to just see her in here more than what she actually did, And I know she barely fit. She barely got in there based on the semifinal. In the semifinal, in her heat, and she had a tough heat too. She had a pretty tough heat to get in there. She had to face Shelly-Ann, Fraser-Pryce, Tamari Davis, Daryl Gina Luca-Kemper, who she beat. Gina Luca-Kemper, I was so disappointed with Gina Luca-Kemper, even though she did still make it to the semifinal. To the semifinal. But I felt like, to be honest with y'all, Zoe Hobbs had a better showing, than Gina Luca-Kemper. You know what I mean? I'm gonna make sure I talk about Gina Luca Kemper before the season ends. I didn't want to do a separate video on her here, but Gina Luca Kemper definitely has to improve. She has to improve. But Ewa Swoboda, you know, out of those white girls from Europe, I never would have imagined that she'd be standing tall right now as the one that not only made the final, but actually showed out in the final as well. That is great. That is so great to see from Ewa Swoboda. I've been covering for so long. Well, not really covering her because I just started my channel last year. But covering, well, just watching her. And I remember she was a little, that's how they call her, a little Polish rocket, like Mommy Rocket. You know, Shelly and Fraser-Pryce. They call her the Polish rocket. The Polish Mommy Rocket. And Pocket Rocket or whatever. And she's got that similar build. Like a Sha'Carri, she's just so muscular. And she's just so powerful, man. Like, and she's still only, you know, she's still you know, in the beginning of her prime. She's only 26. So she still has a long ways to go as far as getting to her peak level. She'll be 27 at the Olympics next year, and I hope that she qualifies for the Olympic final, by the way. And there's a chance, I'm not saying she will do it in her career, but there's still a chance she could get on the podium in the 100. You know, rather be at a world championship final or an Olympic final. She still has time to get up there. But just getting to 10.97, that was huge for her. She's honestly going to have to, you know, get down to 10.7, 10.8. To be honest, I still think she's got potential to get below a 10.9. You know, a lot of people didn't know she was going to get below an 11 flat today. A lot of people didn't know that she would, I mean, to be peaking on the world championship stage, bro. Like, that's the thing that people have to understand. She peaked on the world championship stage and was right there with Julien, Alfred. I think that's the one thing that really impressed me the most from Ewa Swoboda's run today, was that she was right there with Julien, Alfred. She was right there. You know what I mean? Oh my God, she's going to be so interesting next season, bro. I think she got on a lot of people's radars this season. Like, you know, people always kind of knew who she was, but like maybe some casual fans who maybe didn't know who she was, you know, up until now. She's going to get on their radar next season. And another thing she proved, that she can run fast outside of her own track in Poland. A lot of people hold it against the Polish runners. Oh, they only do well on their tracks. Nah. Ewa Swoboda proved that wrong today. You know what I mean? But she did a really good job. She did a really good job, and I'm so impressed with what she did, man. Shout out to Ewa Swoboda, man. Hope if she's still in the Diamond League, I hope she finishes the season strong, man. I think she needs to keep her times between 10.90 and 11.10, I will say. But eventually she does need to crack that 10.90. Needs to crack that, get in that 10.8 territory to really have a chance to get in the top 3. Because Julien Alfred's only going to get better. If Toulouse is still around, she's going to be someone you got to battle with as well. But we could be losing Fraser-Pryce and Toulouse in the sport, as they'll probably retire. Both of them are about mid-30s right now, so we'll see. We'll see. Let me talk about Zoe Hobbs real quick. So Zoe Hobbs did not qualify, even though she had a time that was right there. She had an 11.02. She was just on the outs. She was actually just on the outs of Ewa Swoboda and Dina Asher-Smith, who got an 11.01. If they didn't get it, she was about to be in this final. I felt like she ran well, but damn, the only thing about her is, has she cracked a 10.97 or better, she'd be in this final. That's the strangest thing about this whole damn thing. She would have been in this final had she cracked it. Ain't that some bullshit right there? Ain't that some shit, bro? But I'm a little disappointed in her just due to the fact that not because she didn't make it. I thought she had cleared an 11 flat. I thought she had cleared that. But she did get back to her speed levels. But it felt like this season like Zoe Hobbs might have peaked early. And that's one thing she's got to fix next year. Because, look, man, Zoe Hobbs, she's the number one example to all of the young oceanic runners out there who aspire to maybe start coming up in the sport. I hope to see more oceanic runners come up in the future. So hopefully we do see that. I know Australia's got some pups that are coming up. But Zoe Hobbs, man, almost right there. Almost right there. And that was the only negative thing I gotta say is that I was just hoping that her time would be better because she would have been in the final. And it would have been so interesting to see how her and Ewa Swoboda would have did in the final, man. It would have been. But Zoe Hobbs, she just has to work on that next year. She has to work on not peaking so early. Because I think that's the thing about this season. She just peaked a little too early. But she's only 25. Has a lot of time in the sport. She has not reached her peak yet. And I don't believe she's anywhere close, by the way, to reaching her peak. And I think Zoe Hobbs, Zoe Hobbs, she's going to be something else. She's going to be something else, guys. She is going to be something else in the future. She just fell short. I think that Kiwi, I think she's going to be motivated to do what she needs to do, man. I think she is. I think she's going to want some revenge, and I think she's going to go get it. I honestly think she's going to go get it. I think she's going to go get it in the future, man. But we'll see how she does. But Ewa Swoboda, shout out to her. Shout out to Zoe Hobbs as well. You know, she had a great race. But shout out to Ewa Swoboda. Congratulations to her on getting a new personal best on the big stage. Got 6th place in a dominant field that she probably wasn't even expected to come out of last place out of, man. You know? Beating the great Dina Asher-Smith, man. That's huge. That's huge. That is huge, man. But going ahead, give me your thoughts on this, man. Go ahead and get this video a like, share, subscribe, y'all. Interesting stuff, man. Any comments y'all got, definitely put them below, man. Thank y'all for watching. Track and Ace.